Hi, my name is Vernette Carbon. Now, don't you just love the smell of fresh bread baking in the oven? And then you take the bread out, you take off the end piece. I like the end piece. And then you cut it in the middle, put some butter on it. You put your feet up and you start eating that bread. Man, those were the days. Really good bread. And I used to eat a lot of bread every single day. Bread, wheat products was a major part of my life. Probably you eat a lot of bread and wheat products too. Well, I'm here to share something with you. However, at the age of 37, I was diagnosed with epilepsy. I was frustrated when I found out it was all nutritionally related. And anytime I ate bread or soy, corn, dairy, anything like that, I would get seizures. I didn't have a problem with not eating corn and soy and even drinking milk and all of that. But bread, don't tell me I can't eat my bread. I had a major problem with that. I thought that, I was gluten intolerant and I had to stick with gluten-free breads. And man, the first gluten-free bread I tasted, ugh, it tasted like, I don't even know how to explain, but it wasn't good. And I know this was not going to be easy, and giving up bread was definitely something hard to do. You see, what made it really hard was not just bread. I mean, it seemed like everything had gluten in it. From cakes, you have pasta. Macaroni pie, that's in the pasta category. And I love me some macaroni pie. That was hard. Donuts, they say America runs on Dunkin'. I used to love the plain glazed donuts a lot. All my favorite foods, I had to substitute with rice, brown rice noodles, because of the whole gluten thing. And there came the rise of the gluten-free market. Everywhere you look, there was gluten-free this, gluten-free that in the grocery stores. And that's what I had to stick with, the gluten-free flours. I even started making my own gluten-free flours like you see here. This is breadfruit flour. And also I made a lot of banana flour and also, sold to a lot of people who were gluten intolerant. Now, although I like green banana and breadfruit, it was just hard coming up with a good tasting bread, gluten-free bread. Pizzas, oh my goodness. Now, pizza is just so damn hard to give up, but for most people, definitely. But anyway, I found out the gluten-free thing is a whole big fat lie. A big fat, stinking, dirty lie. What is the lie? Well, let me explain. Well, guess what? The real reason why wheat is toxic is not the gluten. Again, it is not the gluten. You see, the problem lies in the way the wheat is harvested by conventional farmers. Guess what? They're using Roundup. Roundup, weed killer. Man, this is the stuff we used to put on our lawn in Pennsylvania to kill out the weeds so we could have a nice, green, beautiful lawn. They're putting that stuff, in the wheat so that they could harvest more. What the hell? Man, this stuff is a herbicide. An herbicide. This doesn't belong in our food. This stuff will kill us. In our food? Man, somebody done lost their damn mind. Seriously, I'm angry. Now look at what this sucker is wearing when he's spraying the herbicide. Look, he's wearing a mask and that's on our food? Oh my goodness. This is just seriously sick. No wonder so many people are dying from cancer. So many people are over it, just sick from so many different diseases. This is sickening. So the common wheat harvest protocol in the United States is to drench the damn wheat fields with Roundup several days before the combined harvesters work through the fields, as the practice allows for an earlier, easier, and bigger harvest. They're doing this for a bigger harvest. These sick bastards. You see, what the Roundup contains is an active deadly ingredient called glyphosate. Glyphosate. Monsanto, you are to blame. You people are sick. Sick. I can't even call you people. So you mean to tell me they're playing with our lives and our health because of bigger harvest, which means bigger bucks. So the gluten market, the retail market, is predicted to rise beyond 15.6 billion in the next couple of years, and a lot of money is being made from the sale of gluten-free products when gluten is not even a problem, and they know it. So in reality, folks, there is no such thing as gluten intolerance or having allergies to gluten. Again, there's no such thing. Again, the real problem is the glyphosate, which is banned in many countries, but it is widely used in America. And although Americans only constitute 5% of the world's population, Americans use 25% of the world's supply of glyphosate. Now that's a major problem. Now you see a lot of countries around the world do import products from the United States like flour, pasta, and so forth, and they contain glyphosate. So people around the world also are getting sick. Cancer is one of the main things. Besides cancer, obesity is on the rise. Now let's talk about some of the other diseases. You see, regular exposure to glyphosate has been linked to chronic conditions such as autism, Crohn's disease, allergies, depression, multiple sclerosis, and even infertility. Now, furthermore, inflammatory bowel disease, colorectal cancer, also diabetes, asthma, cardiovascular disease, liver failure. I mean, autism, look at that. That is on the rise like crazy. We have to worry about our children consuming foods with glyphosate. This is insanity. So the question is, what is the solution? How can we prevent our bodies from being ruined by glyphosate? Here are several things that I highly recommend. I highly recommend eating certified organic foods that are rich in sulfur and manganese. And since glyphosate is also found in organic grains, it is important to read the labels carefully when you buy your foods and grow your own foods. If you don't have a backyard, use an aquaponics system like you see here. And again, buy from a farmer you know and trust or the local farmers market. You can also remove toxins directly by taking a liquid zeolite like you see here. Now next, make sure you put water filters on your water system to keep toxins from entering your body via your skin when bathing, washing hands, washing hair, washing dishes, and so forth. Make sure it's some type of ionizing, a reverse osmosis type of water filter that actually removes most toxins. At least 99%. Now here's something that I love to do at least once a month that is not just only relaxing and fun, but it detoxifies and heals the body. I love to spend time in a volcano sulfur spa. Like you see here, looks like I'm having a lot of fun, right? Now since most people don't have access to volcano sulfur springs, you can spend some time in an infrared sauna and sweat the toxins out. Yes, you most definitely can. This infrared sauna is portable, and this other one here is for the house. This can hold actually 2 people. You can also detox by adding a teaspoon of sulfur clay to a glass of water. Yes, it tastes pretty disgusting, but it's a great detox, and yes, you can ingest it, although the bottle says for external use only. It's actually labeled that way because it would cost companies over $100,000 to pay the FDA for the test they demand in order to label it safe to eat. So, usually companies would label it for external use only so that they don't have to deal with, that issue. 100 grand is a lot of money. I also detox by putting the volcano sulfur all over my body. Let it sit for a little, then rinse. By the way, ladies, here's a quick tip. You can use the sulfur clay for anti-aging. I use it to tighten the skin. One of my anti-aging secrets. It's a good one. You gotta try this stuff. Next, I highly recommend steering clear of all processed foods from your daily diet. If you have to eat some type of processed foods, do it once in a blue moon, I call it, once in a while. Always, opt for whole certified organic foods. If you must have flour, try the 00 flour. It's pretty good. It doesn't have the glyphosate in it. Also, Spelt. You can even do the white Spelt flour if you don't like the brown one. They do have gluten, but again, gluten is not the problem. Again, the main problem is the glyphosate. Also, try the einkorn flour. Now, these flours cost a little more than the regular flour. And some people claim they can't eat healthier because it's just too expensive. You can't put a price on your health. You might as well just, spend a little more and just buy the certified organic food products. Again, stay away from soybeans, wheat, and corn grown in America. And make sure you buy from a local farmer's market if you're not growing your own foods. And then and only then can you be absolutely sure that you're feeding your family a healthy, non-toxic diet. You see, the word organic alone doesn't mean anything. Make sure it's certified organic, natural, raw, all of those things, because they do lie with just the word organic. I mean, it could say that it's organic, but it actually isn't. Okay, so read your labels carefully. Now, if ever you're craving any wheat products like bread, pasta, and so forth, have it once in a while, not every single day. Make sure your meals are balanced. One more thing you need to know. Now, the vast majority of flour used in commercial products is bromated, which means it has potassium bromate added. Many other nations have banned the use of bromated flours, as well as banning the import of products containing potassium bromate and other stuff because of health issues, including digestive problems. So see, foods that are banned in other countries are welcomed here or are produced here, and I mean, it's insanity. My family use at home only organic, non-bromated, non-bleached flours. They cost more, as I mentioned before, but you definitely cannot put a price on your health. The FDA allows many things in America that have been banned in Europe, the UK, Canada, China, Japan, and some nations in South America. Shame on you, America. I'll say it again, shame on you. Let's unite by eating one less junk food at a time, one day at a time, 1 year at a time. If most people stop buying the junk in the supermarkets, then they'll stop doing what they're doing. Again, we have to stand united. Stand united and stop buying the junk food. Even though it takes removing one food at a time, one day at a time, let's do that. And also make sure you read the labels on the so-called organic foods, because they're putting junk in those foods too. Again, if we stop buying the garbage, then they would have to stop what they're doing. It's time to stop these monsters from poisoning our air, water, and food supply. It's time to wake up, unite, stop these beasts from taking over our beautiful planet. United we stand, but divided we will definitely fall. Now, any products mentioned in the video that you're interested in, check the description of the video for links and more info. Thank you.